Hello again, everybody. So this part I'm doing the ground beef pastry Phyllo again, filling in the middle, like the one with the cheese before that. So first I'm melting ghee or clarified butter, call it whatever you like. But I'm melting this, okay? Just melt, melt, melt. There you go. And I want it to be colorful again, as you know, I like colors. So I have, again, this is quarter a part of bell pepper. So I'm putting it here. Okay, I'm. This is a raisin. Boom. There you go. Okay. And just mix, mix. You know, that's the butter. Now there is a trick that for the butter not to burn. You just olive oil, drip a little bit with olive oil. You know, it makes the butter stay longer. Or is it clarified butter? This way it doesn't burn. At the same time it's cooking this. Alright, the ground beef here. And we're going to put the recipe card on the screen. And it has the recipe. I marinated this 24 hours before I started cooking it. Marinating meat always brings a flavor and enhance it, okay? And as you can see, here you go. You're not really cooking the bell pepper. You just, you know, that flavor of cooking the bell pepper and not overcooking it. With the raisin is sweet, so it's going to bring the sweetness out. Of course, there you go. And then I cook this whole meat here. This is about 2 pounds of ground beef. And it's marinated overnight, like I said. And just put it in. There you go. Okay. There you go. The reason I put raisin, I'm going to put cashew as well. You know, it's... Right, so right now I'm just mixing it. As you can see, I put the tomato sauce and I'm stirring it around. It has the red pepper. Down before you fill up the Phyllo, and the temperature is 160. So that's good. That's what it's supposed to be, and it's good. There you go. Hi guys, welcome back to my third and last video. And this is the ground beef Phyllo pastry. I put the two layers already, as you know. We already know that we have to butter this whole pan really well and generously. I put this. I'm trying something completely different. This is the first time I'm going to do this, and I'm putting tomato and butter with a little bit of water. I cooked it on the stove for a little bit, and this is what I'm. Boom, boom, boom. So between each 2 sheets, we'll do this tomato paste like this, so like that. Okay, and then I'm going to take 2 more of this. There you go. Put it here. Boom, boom. There you go. Okay. Again, as you saw the first one, the cheese one, it came out perfect, not stuck in the bottom. Just make sure you cut it before you cook. I can't wait until I eat this. This is one of my favorite ones, the one especially at home. My mom always bought. 2 more to go. Again, I just put 2 here like this. There you go. Because the rest is here. Okay. And of course, you want the bottom to be a little bit thicker than the top, because that's what's holding the meat. The meat is heavier than cheese. So we might put 2 more pieces on the bottom as well. This is number 6 right now. Again, you're just tapping, you're not brushing. And do the last, I'm going to do 2 more after this one. I want the bottom to be thicker than the top. Here you go, here's 2 layers. Okay, again. Oops. As you can see, you just tap. You know, if you try to brush it, it will come back with you. You don't want that. Phyllo dough is very, very soft. It's one of the most amazing doughs that you can do anything with it. Alright, here we go. Alright, I like to close this one like this. Okay. Okay. I think this is enough. This is more than 8. So we'll put the dough, the filling. The filling will be the meat that I cooked already beforehand. I let it cool down 10-15 minutes, depends, sometimes 20 minutes, half an hour. Take your time. You don't want to put it hot on this. It should be a kind of cool, warm, not hot, okay? All right, so as you can see, this is how thick it is. All right, and now the meat. Here you go, here's the meat cooked. They told me it's amazing, it tastes very good. The smell is amazing. This meat has bell pepper, raisin, and tomato sauce mixed, and you just put a layer. You don't want to go crazy, too much meat. I mean, even if left over, just leave it on. Trust me, everybody will eat it with a spoon. I know that. There you go. Very nice layer. Okay. Make sure there's no airs anywhere. Okay, and you know the meat is going to be heavy. Alright, so I have a little of air here. All you got to do is take a fork, punch, there you go, and it's done. Very simple. Okay, last amount of meat. As I said, for this one, if you're making a longer one, that will be more than enough. But if I'm making a square one like this, as you can see, there's at least a pound at least left. And you can use it for pasta, for rice. It's endless usage. Okay, so we put this, we go back. I have a little bit of butter, so I'm gonna just go like this. There you go. Now, I'm making ours with cashews. You can do with walnuts, whatever nuts you like to do. Again, I like to cook food that tastes amazing and it has this crazy flavor to it. All right, as you can see, the walnuts, cashews right there. All right. And this is roasted salty cashews, and it worked well as well with the meat. All right, as you can see, everything is cooked, so all you have to do is cook the dough. All right, we're gonna do the same again, what we did before, as we did before. Okay, so we're gonna go. There you go. Okay. It takes time to do this, but it's worth it. Sometimes there are certain foods that will take time to make, but it tastes amazing. And boom, 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 boom. There you go. Okay, close. Just make sure you cover. This is your first layer on top of the meat, so you want to make sure it. Okay. As you can see, I try to tap and not brush. Sometimes I brush it and then it will come back with me. That's no good. Okay, so here you go. 2 layers down. Alright, I'm going to do 2 more here. There's 1. Okay. There is 2. Okay. Same procedure. Beautiful day today in San Diego. It was raining like crazy all day, but right now the sun is out. Kind of English weather, but it's all good. It's amazing. We're very lucky. All right, here we go. Okay, 4 layers already. This is a 2 already, so I'm gonna put it here. Here we go. Oven is already on 350 degree. You want to do 365, do 365, but be careful. You want to give the dough time to cook and the meat not to be overcooked and dry. Alright, here we go. Close. Okay, looks like we're almost there. most of you notice that I like to prep the food and shoot and let you know what I'm doing. This way, I don't want my video to be more than 10-15 minutes maximum. It's more than enough, I believe. And here goes, a final layer. Now this one is going to take 2 kinds, the eggs and this. So I'm going to put this first. There you go. Gives it tomato sauce. Because we're going to keep the moist, the dough moist, the phyllo. We're going to make it very moist. Okay, and then the eggs, of course, to give it the nice color that you saw on the cheese one. There you go, and tap, 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 tap. Close. Again, make sure this is good. Okay. Okay, so we're done with this. Okay, now this tomato sauce is very good. You can just put it on the meat again. You shouldn't throw it away. I don't like to waste food, okay? So I try to make foods that complete each other and at the end can be used. Okay, so this is done. And as we said before, a brush for the egg and a brush for the sauce. All right, I'm gonna put this later on. Just go like this. It's really not a bad idea at all. Here we go. It gives the meat more moist. See, it's amazing. I want to eat. It looks really good. All right, this is done. Here we go. Okay, now the egg wash. Okay, I like to clean as I go. It's very important. Kitchen always clean. What are you doing around you is clean. All right, egg wash, still the same. You put it in the fridge when you're waiting. Don't leave it outside, okay? Your health is matter, important to me. And here you go. Okay, egg wash. Boom. Now, unfortunately, this is the only thing you have to waste. You cannot use it. Don't make an omelet out of it. Not a good idea. Okay, so you use this just for this and throw it away after. Okay, there we go. I think it's looking good. And what's next? I think everybody that watched the one before will say, cut it down. Because I listened to my mother. There you go. Alright, as you can see, it has the tomato sauce and the eggs on the top. It's perfect. Knife, and then slowly cut it. Again, same way. Depends how you want it. You know, you can make it big squares. You can do 6 squares out of this big one. I like small squares. If you have family coming, you can make the big one, or you can make this one, it's fine. I just cut. I don't cut it all the way down. I just cut just between the dough. I leave the last layer on. And I cut it when it's cooked, like you saw in the other video. There you go. Alright. This one is coming to 4. This one is a little bit bigger than one other one. Alright. So this one, I'm going to cut it only in half. Okay, no square. So it's going to be a rectangle shape. Alright, here we go. And I can feel how soft it is. The sauce is going to make it amazing. Okay, so we're done with this step. Right now, I'm going to put it in the oven. Again, 350 degree, about 20 to 25 minutes. I put it 20 minutes and then I check on it and we'll be back. All right, welcome. Here it is. As you can see, it came out of the oven. I let it sit down for 10-15 minutes to cool down. Already, as you can see, it's cut. And let's see what happened. Here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, as you can see, the bottom, just don't panic. Here you go. I just cut it. Oh my God, cutting it and the smell is, oh my goodness. Okay, guys, you got to try it and let me know how did it go. Seriously. Okay? Okay, so here we go. That beautiful piece. As you can see, it looks good. All right. On a plate, and as you can see, I made a rectangle. The smell is amazing. I can't wait until I eat it. Okay, bon appetit, and I'll see you next week. I will be shooting videos Sunday and Mondays of every week. You have 7 videos already. You have 7 meals for 7 days. Have a great day. See you next week. Stay tuned.